Kathy Eldon, Creative Visions Foundation for the Huffington Post Caught in the Act. Today, I'm caught in the act with two extraordinary guys. I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
My name is Robert Benz. I am with the Frederick Douglass Family Foundation.
Very good.
And I'm Ken Morris, and I'm also with the Frederick Douglass Family Foundation.
Would you tell us about what you're up to and why you're doing it, and later on you can tell us what we need to do?
I would be happy to do that. I am a direct descendant of Frederick Douglass. I am the great-great-great-grandson, and I also happen to be the great-great-grandson of Booker T. Washington. Not many people know that the two families did come together. When my mother was born, she was the first person to unite the bloodlines of these two historic families. She was an only child, so when I was born, I was the first male to unite the bloodlines. And what we do at the Frederick Douglass Family Foundation is we raise awareness about the issue of human trafficking and modern-day slavery. And we do that through our young people. We do that through service learning projects. We go into schools and we talk about the history of slavery in this country in the 19th century, what the abolitionists did to abolish slavery. Frederick Douglass, of course, was one of the most important abolitionists that this country has known, and he, along with the other abolitionists, would communicate the message of the inhumanity of slavery. And, of course, he had a relationship with Abraham Lincoln and helped to agitate him so that he would sign the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing 4 million slaves in 1865. And what we do is we go into schools and we ask the kids to look through the prism of history to see what the abolitionists did to abolish slavery, what communication tools they used, publishing books, newspapers, giving speeches, and then we have them look through that prism of history and say, slavery still exists, and we need modern-day abolitionists to do exactly what the abolitionists did in the 19th century. And then we put them to work through the communication tools that they hold in their hand. And the most powerful communication tool is the internet. And through a stroke of a key, they can communicate with more people than Frederick Douglass and the abolitionists could have hoped to communicate with over time.
Wow, Ken Morris, thank you. But now, Robert Benz, tell us how you're doing this.
Well, what we're excited about today is that we're starting a project in Chicago Public Schools this fall. It's called History, Human Rights, and the Power of One. And what that is we're presenting a menu of projects for teachers in Chicago Public Schools, high schools, to select from, and they will give a curriculum on this subject, all related to the issue of human trafficking and modern-day slavery. There's several different aspects to this issue. So they will be giving an in-room curriculum about the subject, first about history, and then about specific human trafficking, modern-day slavery today. And then the students will go out and create a project probably related to some form of digital media to educate their peers and to educate the public. And that's what we're about, is raising awareness.
Okay, you were telling me that slavery now, contemporary slavery, is worse than it's ever been. Is it hopeless? Is it something we can do to help stop this?
Absolutely. Well, just to give you an example, there are an estimated 27 million people around the world that are in slavery as horrific as a slavery that my ancestors endured. 80% are women and 50% are children. And with any issue, awareness is always the key. And experts believe that we can end slavery in our lifetime, but people need to know about it in order for that to happen. So what can we do? Well, once you find out about the issue and it's something you believe that you can make a difference at, you get educated and then get involved. And getting involved could mean giving of your time to an organization that is working to combat this issue and to fight this issue. Or if you have the resources, to give money to organizations that are on the ground. And then the other thing that we can do is we can write our elected officials or lobby our elected officials to make this issue a central point of foreign and domestic policy. So these are the types of things that the average person can do to get started and to help make a difference.
Can you make sure that's on your website, please?
Yes.
So that anybody watching, and what's your website, please, one more time?
It's fdff.org, and that's the acronym for Frederick Douglass Family Foundation, fdff.org.
Brilliant. It's so lovely to meet you. I really appreciate it. And this is again Kathy Eldon, Creative Visions Foundation for the Huffington Post, and they have been caught in the act. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely.